Hey guys, welcome to another live broadcast here from my car. A little light rain drizzle, but I feel very cozy and comfortable tonight. Right now it's about 7 degrees Fahrenheit here in South Florida. And like I do every night, I go live on this YouTube channel. You can come in. There's live interaction. You leave a chat real time. I read it. We talk about life. Um, a variety of topics every night. That's just part of this channel. In addition to that, I upload daily vlogs. Patricia, the first one on live checking. Hey Sam, how are you? Good. I'm doing good. How are you? Um, I'm thankful. Everything's good. Um, Tonight, each night I pick a topic. Well, tonight's topic is I love simple. Milano, what's up, man? How are you, Milano, down in Miami? Milano knows simple, man. Milano's living in his RV. Good brother I met on YouTube, him and his friend Emilio. Yeah, it's good, Milano. Like Milano said, today's payday for a lot of people. If you do work, that's the reward of work, because sometimes work can be very stressful on the mind. And in America, you could say that as a whole, maybe society is overworked. You can say that statistically, about 80% of society lives paycheck to paycheck, so that can wear on the mind. And that's why I love simple. I love simple because it gives me a little bit more freedom, a little less worry, a little more enjoyment of life. Does it make life perfect? No, I mean, I think, we're honest on this channel. I try to be honest. I try to stay hopeful. I try to stay positive because I think you're going to ask yourself at different times in life, is it worth it to be positive? Because the world can be very negative. It is worth it because it's better to be positive than negative, because either way, you got to get through this life. So you want to be as positive as possible, as happy as possible. And I believe that living a simple life uh, gives you the best odds of being happy, the best mindset. The best mindset, I say that because it's less worries. The less you have, the less you have to worry about. The more you have, the more you have to worry about. There's no way around that. Everyone's different, but for me, I wondered how I would adapt fully to living as simple as I'm living. I live out of a car. This car, I live out of one bag. For just about 2 years now. 2 years to this month. Yeah, it's 2 years this month. I started in February of 2017. Right now it's February 2019. And like, I just got out of the gym. I took a shower. I shaved the top of my head. I didn't have to, worry about, I cleaned the sink, because I clean like my clippings, but I didn't have to worry about the maintenance of a house. But I had a shower, a nice long shower. And then I just left that place. I don't have to worry about, the tiles, the upkeep, the maintenance. And for $20 a month to have a full bathroom like that and to have all the amenities of a house, that's a very simple life. And then to get in my car, I never forget anything back at my house because my house is with me. That simplicity adds to me a better quality of life. For some people, it's still shocking, and I understand that. But I'm not running around from one place to another, rushing to get back to my house. I'm enjoying life with extra time. And I'm trying to make the most of my life. I think you make the most of your life, the less complicated it is. I think we get trapped into trying to find joy in more. But I think once you have more, I think you're going to have to go through that season. I think you realize that more of what I want to do is what makes me happy, not more stuff. And stuff is very sticky. Hard to get away from stuff because we are bombarded with stuff. But it's the simple that frees our mind, because you don't have to worry about less. You have more time to decompress the stress. Because even now, like at the end of the week, I think about different conversations I had that I have to let go, whether it's at work or my personal life. You're always going to have to let go of certain thoughts and conversations that you had with people, and and your mind is constantly fighting to let go of anything negative that's hurting it. And what I found is I have more of a capacity to fight that negativity, to fight that hurt by having less to worry about and living simple. And that's where the mind, I think, for me, definitely at this season of my life, and I see me pretty much living a simple life till I die. And I'm very happy about that. I'm very blessed. And I think I'm very fortunate to get out of the rat race. I mean, I still have to work, but get out of the rat race as far as the consumerism trap in my middle age. Because a lot of people don't ever get there. And but I'm live a very content life. Like I said, I have no problem, being 70 years old, dying in a campground. For me, I don't know what the difference between that is and being 70 years old and dying in a single family house. I mean, or 80 years old or 90 years old. I mean, you understand what I'm saying? It's really the same thing, because ultimately you live in your mind, you live in your head. That's where your being is. And a peaceful mind, there's a lot to be said for a peaceful mind. And overall, my mind's at peace. I mean, but I'm still human, so I still feel stress and worry and all those things. But I feel a better quality of life living a simple life. And that's why I love it, because it's less, it doesn't eliminate, but it's less pressure on the mind. So for me, in the opening few minutes, I try to stick to one topic, something I want to communicate. I'm keeping it light tonight. It's a Friday night as I make this, but I want to communicate the biggest value for me of the simple life is less stress, less worry. You can't eliminate stress, worry, and anxieties in this world. You can't eliminate it. But I found, for me, it's better when I live a simple life. I think I would have totally melted down. I don't know. I don't think I would have, but in my mind, I don't know. I didn't want to do it anymore. I just didn't want to. I didn't want to spend my whole life taking care of stuff. And that's what you do. You spend your whole life taking care of your house. If you ever have a house, it's a full-time job to take care of your house. And that's what people say, what are you doing on the weekend? I'm working on my house. I'm taking care of my house. You work all week and then you got to clean up your house during the weekend because you finally have free time. Now, some people enjoy to do it. So again, it's no disrespect if that's what you like. And, I mean, the same thing could even be said for an apartment. I mean, I don't know. Like a landlord, I don't want to be ruled over. I'd rather pay for a campground fee and at least have the freedom of, you got to respect the laws. You got to respect the rangers that patrol the campgrounds. But for me, it's just it's the highest level of freedom I can have for me. And as I was sitting here thinking tonight, I'm trying to let go of certain thoughts that are bringing me a negative feeling in my mind, and nothing really bad in my life, but there's certain conversations I have during the course of the day and during the course of the week, or even a memory that I have to let go. And so I have to really exert like energy to let that go. And so at least I can focus on letting that go and not having to focus on cleaning a house, maintaining a house, the burden financially, emotionally, physically. If you ever did a renovation in a house, or even paint your apartment, that's the physical demand. And I don't want to spend my off time doing that. I want to spend my off time walking the beach, and that's what I do. That's what I do. And then I enjoy life. Every night I walk on the beach. That makes me happy. It's simple. I don't go, spend $1 million or do anything. I walk on the beach, a public access free beach, but it improves my quality of life every night. And I go to Planet Fitness. I actually usually go in the morning, but I went tonight because I said tomorrow morning when I wake up, I want to have the full day. It's going to be nice, almost 80 degrees Fahrenheit in South Florida. And I just want to, maybe I'm just going to go travel a little bit in different parts of Florida. I'm going to walk different areas, explore, and spend the whole day just, self-care time. And so I just got out of Planet Fitness, took a shower, and I feel good. And I have no obligation to anything. It's simple. And that's the core message. Now we'll go into all live comments. Thank you guys for leaving a live comment. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. Today it goes up and down, but today, what's today? Today is February Today's exact date as I make this live feed, it'll depend when you watch the replay, but today is February 8th, 2019, and I officially hit over 7,000 subscribers. And to me, that's a huge blessing. Now, it may dip back down under 7,000 because your subscribers fluctuate up and down. It's just part of life. Life fluctuates up and down. But for me, it's still a milestone. I'm very thankful. I'm appreciative of that. It's just a number. The main metric with having a YouTube channel is the amount of views you can get per video, as far as monetization and growing your channel. But but the subscribers help because they build a base. But I take that, whether it helps the monetization or not, how I take that is an encouragement for putting in work. Like I often say, look, everything in life, you got to get a little bit lucky. I'll never avoid that because that's what I experienced in life. But I've also experienced in life that you have to put in the work and the energy, and you have to be consistent. And so to see it grow and to know that I've been consistent, and I haven't done like any guest appearances. I don't know anybody. And I'm still a very small YouTube channel. What I have in here now, I have about 32 people watching. But I'm very thankful for 32 people. I'm very thankful, and we got a good base of positive people. I'm very thankful for every subscriber. There's been some negative times in YouTube, and there's some times that are very mentally painful. But as you grow, it's more encouraging. And it says, well, at least it's all not for nothing. Because there's been different times during YouTube that I said this isn't for nothing. But, I just wanted to acknowledge that too. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching and for supporting. It's appreciated. And I do try to make a conscious effort in being consistent in my gratitude. And thank you in everything in life, as much as you can be thankful. And I am thankful. All right. Now we take a hydration break and we see what you guys are up to. Patricia, good to see you again. Milano, that's my brother. Norma, hey Norma. Hey Sam, you're here. I'm here. How are you? How was your day? It was good. It was Friday, so it was just getting through the day to get to the weekend, but I'm thankful to get through another week, and I'm focusing on just letting go of certain conversations. And there wasn't any conversation I had this week that was really particularly negative, but I just have to let go because I have to keep my mind healthy, because there's certain things that stick out in my mind that I say, I can't keep thinking about that. It's not good for me. Oh, we got some super chat love. Hank Life, man. Get a gallon of gas on me. Hank Life, brother. Thank you for the support, man. I checked out your Instagram today, too. I followed you. I seen you with your dog, man, and your weight loss journey, man. Remind me of me, brother. That's what I said. It reminded me of me when I had my dog and I was on my weight loss journey. And towards the end, I know my dog didn't understand why I would walk so much, because she would want me to stay home and eat with her. My dog used to love when I would veg out on the couch, eat with her, and then feed her the scraps. And I love that. Now, I can lie to you guys and tell you that I didn't love letting myself go, but I really enjoyed about the 5-7 years where I just let my body go and I ate whatever I wanted and I spent time with my dog. Because, too, I spend most of my time, even now, 99% of my time is by myself. You guys at night is probably the most consistent interaction I have. And, so for me, it wasn't really hard to say, Sam, look, I don't want to hang out with people anymore. I'm just going to get a dog. I'm going to eat whatever I want and just let myself go. It was very easy for me to do that. And it was very enjoyable. And I'm thankful for those years. I'm also thankful, though, that when I got into my early 30s, I started to change my diet, my lifestyle, because it's unsustainable and it will cause you to suffer the older you get and the more overweight you are. And that's, for me, it got tough to tie my shoe. And then, of course, I got some nerve damage from trying to lift weights. But the bottom line is, try to be healthy. But at the same time, like I always say, too, we all struggle with something. Some people struggle with food. Some people struggle with drugs. Some people struggle with relationships. But, just try your best and keep pushing forward. That's life. Life has different seasons. Again, there was a season where I enjoyed to eat a lot. There's a season, where I enjoyed to get real into fitness. And now I'm just kind of in a balancing out stage of life. I think everything in life, after you've experienced certain things, you got to figure out how do you balance it out so you can sustain, whatever you're trying to do in life. Hank, brother, thank you again. It's much appreciated, man. Keep going forward with you and your dog and your life. So, Norma, yeah, my day was good, Norma, and thank you, too, for always being a blessing. How was your day? Patricia? I was just wondering, I was watching your videos on RVs. Yeah, no, I have no plans to get an RV at this time. As I get older, that's going to be something on my radar. And again, if my life circumstance changes, I always have to leave my mind open that I'm willing to change. And you should too, because, that's part of life. Nothing stays the same. But right now I'm content and I'm happy with my Jeep and I don't have a lack. And so I plan, that could change, but I plan to keep my Jeep probably for about another 5 years. Then if I'm still healthy and I'm still happy, I would get a Toyota Prius. And I would probably have that for 7-10 years, and then I'll maybe get a Ford Transit Connect. And then maybe when I get to my 60s or 70s, then I'll probably look at an RV. Now, all that could change. But if you ask me right now, just for a fun conversation, what my plan is, that's my plan. I go back and forth in my mind. I debate if I made a wrong decision not getting that home base for 25 grand a few months ago. For those who follow my channel, I was looking at a piece of land in Florida. I'm still not 100% sure. There's sometimes I say I made a bad decision. There's sometimes I say I'm glad I'm still free. So I don't know. I mean, but I know obviously I have to let it go because it's over. It's behind me. But I try to share with you guys, I think in many instances, I think it was a great deal. I do. But I still think for me, I'm a little bit rare where, especially now that I found some free campgrounds, I found some different areas in Florida. At my age, I don't have to have a home base. I think once you hit the 60s, 70s, maybe. But even there, I mean, I don't know what the difference is between a home base and just staying long-term at a campground. It's just you got to travel a little bit more. So I don't know. But right now I'm content with my setup. So as long as I can maintain my health and by the grace of God, as long as I'm at peace, I want to keep my life simple. And right now, it's as simple as it's good to get. I know anytime I add something, an RV is a little bit more complicated. There's nothing wrong with it. Milano lives a great life. He's got his RV down in Miami. He's a little bit older, so that plays a part in it too. But for me, I just like the simplicity of the maintenance of a car. I can go to any Jeep dealership. I can get it serviced. I can park anywhere. I can go into any gas station. I don't have to worry about a lot of things. But that may change. But that's where I'm at now. Thank you. Super chat. Backwoods Dylan, man. Thank you, brother. Peace, brother. I hope you're doing good, man. Thank you, man. Love and respect to the Northwest, man. Life is such a trip, right? It is pretty wild. Thank you, man. Anything can happen at any time. That's true. And you can do anything you put your mind to. Peace emoji 100. Well, Dylan, man, thank you, brother. You've been solid, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, I reflect on that sometimes, man. Can you do anything you put your mind to? I mean, sometimes I really think there's a lot to be said for that, because sometimes I look at my life, I said, I've done, for me, I've done a lot. I mean, lose 200 pounds, change states, live in my car by myself. For me, I'm pretty close to living my dream. Have 7,000 subscribers on YouTube. To me, I'm very thankful for that. I got almost 2 million views. I'm thankful, but at the same time, like Dylan's also, anything can happen at any time. Life can change. You get in an accident, something goes wrong. And I think, but I remember when I would do like a renovation on my house, I remember my neighbors see me and they say, Sam, what are you doing now? And I go, wow, I got to fix the flooring. So I was like outside, I was cutting like tiles or something. And one of the older lady neighbors, she said to me, Sam, because at that time too, I had lost 200 pounds. And she saw me when I was my heaviest. She said, Sam, one thing I'll tell you about you, if you put your mind to something, you'll do it. And that made me feel good. So I think there is something to be said for mental tenacity. But I've also experienced mental pain, and I've also experienced how fragile the mind is. I felt like almost at times having a mental breakdown. So I say to myself, damn, if I wasn't always mentally strong, would it be just as easy for me? Because I know God has blessed me with a level of mental strength. There may be people stronger than me. But I also have compassion on people who don't have that gear in their mind. I think life is very interesting. I think some people have a real mental toughness. I think some people don't. But just because you're mentally strong doesn't mean you're better than anyone. But I do think it's good to admire, and what Dylan's saying, I think it's good to admire what Dylan is saying. It's good to admire mental strength. We admire physical strength. We admire physical beauty. There's nothing wrong with that. There's a lot to be said for putting your mind to something and doing it, and to believing you can. I do believe that. Like, I try to give you guys the variables. You need luck. You have to be, but you also have to believe you can do something, and then you have to take the small steps, and you got to do it. That's true too. It's like, at a certain point, you planned it, you researched it. Now you got to put the pedal to the metal, and you got to believe in yourself, and you got to do it. And that's the simple life. The simple life is not mine effing life. A lot of people, like I made a video today, they want to do van build outs, they want to do it, and there's nothing wrong with that. But are you still parked? Are you still not where you want to live? Are you still, do it, and you have to get a little intense too. So it's the combination, it's the balance. But thank you, brother. Love and respect to the Northwest and to you. Thank you, and Van Life. I appreciate both of you, man. Thank you very much. Good to see you, brother. Jacob, what's up, man? Hey, Sam. How are you doing tonight? Yeah, I feel good. I feel thankful. I try to just, I feel good. It's Friday. Made it through another week. I have a lot to be thankful for. I'm going to focus on the positives, and I'm going forward. I'm very thankful. How are you, man? That's why I want an RV, for the more simple life. Well, I'm not mad at that. Again, I don't think there's anything wrong with getting an RV. I think if it's below your means, RVs are very expensive, a new one, and a used one's could have a lot of problems. I saw someone today that has a YouTube channel. They weren't even thinking about buying a used RV. They were thinking about buying a used van that was only a year old with 20,000 miles on it and had water damage. And it was from a lot. It was certified used, and he ended up buying new. And I know Nomadic Fanatic, who's a big YouTube guy, lives out of his RV. He said in one video that he bought his used RV for $25,000, and 2.5 years later, he put another $25,000 into it. So he spent $50,000 total for it, even though he only bought it for $25,000. So I think if you're going to get a brand new RV, you're going to spend close to $50,000. But there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just trying to say, the one thing about the simple life for me, the one mandate is that the simple life is below your financial means. Everyone has different financial means. So, and that's your personal business. You don't have to share your personal business. I'm just saying, make a mental note of that, and just understand that RV is a little bit more complicated because you have a little bit more issues with maintenance and who can maintain the RV. You have more restrictions on where you can park the RV. Like Nomadic Fanatic, also, he was in Florida. He couldn't park it anywhere. There's more restrictions. There's certain free campgrounds I go to. They're primitive tent camping only. And that's what allows me to have more flexibility. So the size of the RV, the maintenance of the RV, it's less gas efficient, and it's a lot of money. Those are the things you have to consider. But it doesn't mean it's a bad choice, and it doesn't mean I will never choose that choice. There's some people in here now, like I said, that Milano and stuff, he lives in RV. So it could be a great choice. It's your choice. It's an individual choice. And I hope everyone does them. Milano Sammy, the Colombian girl, loves Friday. Payday. Well, I'm not mad at that. Yeah, hey, I don't know anyone that doesn't love payday, man. Money is a motivator of life. And there's nothing wrong with that. But money is part of life. As long as you're not hurting someone else to get your money, I think that's part of life. But that's good, man. It's look, for me, a simple life is not being in a relationship with a girl. Even if a girl was on the same page as me and she liked a simple life, it'd be complicated because you complicate your emotions, you complicate your finances. When you get married, you're in a business venture. Half your assets are on the line, half your emotions on the line. When I've been in my most emotional turmoil, it's been due to a relationship. Now, that doesn't mean that applies to everyone. Some people like relationships. So I'm not trying to sit here and dictate you should follow me. I'm not doing that. What I'm sitting here and say is I have a right to express how I feel. Okay. And this is how I feel. I feel, for me, I'd rather be single relationships are sloppy, messy, and complicated. Even good ones. In my opinion, everyone should do what they want. And I like simple. I like, at any time I get up, I can move, I can change. I can go to the gym, I can not go to the gym, I can go to a campground, not go to a campground. I could do an hour on YouTube without someone like, Sam, are you ready to go? Easy. Easy. But that's just me. I love you, Patricia. I am not single, and my husband is not for it. I remember you telling me. Are you thinking about buying an RV yet? No, I think I just broke that down. I'm not at the point. I'm 38. I'll be 39 this year. I've 2 years I've lived out of my car. I'm fully happy and content. And right now my life is simple. So I don't need to complicate it with an RV. But I'm not mad at anyone who wants to. And there's different people. But my next car is still going to be a Toyota Prius. Antonio, hello, sir. Antonio, how are you tonight? I'm good, brother. How are you? Hydration break. Jones 1963. Hey, Sam. Welcome to the weekend. Yeah, we're here. It's Friday night, and that puts a smile on everyone's face, so we're glad for that. Good to see you. Antonio, what did you eat today? Anything new? New bars? No, the same thing. Banana, wheat bagel in the morning, protein bar, the same as I always eat, which I'll show you the box. I get them from Publix. Cost $9 for this box. 4 protein bars. Then another banana and protein bar, like 10. Then for lunch, I had veggie egg bites from Starbucks. That was good. And then I had from Publix, I had like a vegetable soup. Then I had a smoothie cafe, triple berry oat smoothie. And then I just had one more Starbucks with a banana and protein bar. And that was my full day. Milano. Oh, Patricia, I'm sorry. Are you in Florida? Oh, yeah, I'm in Florida full time. I live in Florida now. I've been in Florida now for just about, not a full year yet, but pretty close to it. That's it. I'm a Floridian. All my, everything is fully transferred. I'm fully in Florida. That's it. I'm a Floridian. There's no going back. I'm not going back to Jersey. Milano. Sammy the Van Element bought a new Nissan. Yeah, I saw that. Looks very nice. It looks very nice, and he should do whatever he wants. I know his plan is to cut the top and to put like a extended camper retractable roof where he can stand up. For me, that's complicated, and I don't think he gained a lot. I think he already had the Honda Element. The Honda Element was old. One thing I will say, I think he made the right decision. He bought new, and I think that was wisdom. And I think he realized that. And, I guess it was time for him. But he doesn't really live full-time in his car. But there's nothing wrong with that either. But he basically, if you watch most of his videos, he's either staying with his parents sometimes. He's taking airplanes places. He's doing different things. He's not every day, all day, 24/7, 365 living in his car. He's not. So even like right now, he's doing a van build-out, but he's not living in that van. Like when he did the video, he didn't have all stuff in that van. Like right now, if I go buy a Toyota Prius, I'm not going to do a tour. The Toyota Prius is going to be packed because if I take this car to the dealership and I sell it to the dealer and I get the other one, I got to say, well, all right, before I give this car to you, I got to take all my stuff. I got to put it in the Prius. I can't put it anywhere else. He's not living full-time in his van, but there's nothing wrong with that. But there's a lot of people on YouTube, you just have to be mindful of. They're not 24/7, 365 living out of their vans or cars or even RVs. A lot of time they're part-timers, and there's nothing wrong with it, but you just have to there's a different mindset. So, for me, my simple life is pretty much a real simple life. It's not edited, extravaganza, van build out, travel plan. I'm traveling Route 66. That's not me. That's a travel channel. I'm a simple car living nomad. And that's what this channel is. And we talk about stuff. Jones, I love simple too. Well, heart emoji back to you. Thank you. Gilbert, what's up, man? Good evening. Good to see you, man. Thank you, Gilbert. Jacob, how's everything in the chat? I think everything is positive. I'm very thankful for all the positive people, man. I appreciate all the comments. Thank you guys for leaving them. I appreciate everyone who clicks the thumbs up button. And thank you again, Hank and Dylan, man, for the super chats. That's love, man. Appreciate that. Patricia. Class B vans are nice. They are, but they're very expensive. The shower is very small. That's true too. In one sense, I think you're better off with a Class C. Now, I like how Milano did. Milano's got the Class B plus. I think that's a great compromise, but they're very expensive. Now, I think Milano got his. I think he told me for like four. May have bought it used like for 42,000 or something. But he's a little bit handy. So he like if he's got to do a repair, him and Emilio may do it themselves. Like, but you got to do a repair on an RV, a Class B plus. That's going to cost you. So you just have to be mindful that there's nothing wrong with it. But you got to be mindful of it. I don't want to go through all that. Like I'm dreading having to get my brakes done. I know I got to get them done soon. And I got to bring the car in. I got to make an appointment. I got to bring the car in. I got to sit in the waiting room for 6 hours or whatever it's going to be. That whole process is anxiety. Why? Because it's maintenance. But it's as simple as I can get. So, am I over exaggerating? Look, I'm just sharing my life. I want as less aggravation as possible. I want simple. But Class B, look, they're nice. I don't want to lie to you, but I don't like the drive of them either. It's like driving a cargo van. But they're nice. I don't want to be negative. If that's what you want, Patricia, I want you to do what makes you happy. Apathy? Apathy? Do you still get excited about where you are going to park for the night? Not anymore. Good question. Just the apathy. Not anymore. Because now, like I said, I've been doing it for 2 years. I've been in Florida for almost a year, not quite. And now I have a routine. Now I know all the campgrounds. I've explored. I know the ins and outs. There's sometimes when I'm I don't want to say boondocking, but there's sometimes where there's some places where I feel a little bit uncomfortable. It's legit, but it's still, it's still a little bit uncomfortable, mainly the free areas. A paying campground is pretty solid, but the free campgrounds, whether they're truck stops, Walmarts, or even some free camping in Florida that's in the middle of nowhere, sometimes it's a little bit sketchy. That's the only time I'm a little bit apprehensive. But for the most part, I don't spend many times there, but I have a good mix. I like to keep things moving even within the same area. But at this point, no, I'm very at peace. I was very much, like I always tell you guys, it was harder for me in the beginning. Because one is just the embarrassment of living the simple life. When you've lived a conforming life and you're going to go to the simple life, it's the embarrassment of how people are going to judge you. Then it's the shock and awe of how certain people take it. Your family member, your friends, even maybe your coworkers. They think like, you had maybe a tragedy in life and that something's wrong and you're not telling them. But maybe you just got tired of living a conforming life and they don't understand that. They think you're lying, you're holding something back. Like I was even talking to a friend the other day, great friend, I love him. And he was like, Sam, like we had a mutual friend. He was like, the mutual friend that reached out to him, he's like, Sam, if you're ever in Orlando, the guy said, you could always stay, at his house or whatever. He said he feels like something may be wrong. I said, nah. I said, I appreciate that. It meant love to me. But for me, like I said, it was no life tragedy. The tragedy was I just wasn't happy with a complicated life. And I looked at smaller condos. I looked at tiny homes. And for me, that was not simple enough for me. And I had to be in Florida. For me, there was no way I was buying another house and not being in Florida. There's no way I was going to rent and I wasn't in Florida. I wanted to be on wheels until I got to Florida. But then after I hit like the 8-month mark of living a real simple life, I said, I'm never going back. I'm never going back to a complicated life. Even if I add things along the way, little things, it's not going to be complicated again. Not going to be entangled. As best I can help it. There's going to be some life circumstances that you can't control. Like Dylan said, life could be a trip. But I believe also, like Dylan said, you keep your mind to something. You put your mind to something, you do the research, then you take action, and you're going to have some setbacks. You're going to need the grace of God. But you keep pushing forward. I believe in that. Brandon, what's up, Brandon? Sam, would you say a prayer for my friend? Sure. Of 24 years, Michael Paul? Sure. He was hit by a truck and hospitalized. I'm sorry to hear that. In critical condition, I'm sorry. Sorry for the negativity. Nah, there's definitely prayers and love to that. I just hope he makes it. I will pray for him, Brandon. Thank you for throwing his name out there, and thank you for reminding us all that let us be thankful. Let us think of the sick and the suffering. And thank you, brother. Love to you and your friend, Michael. We will keep him in our prayers. Thank you, brother. Jacob A. Gilbert, Jones 1963. Weekends are a great time to let go. Jones, that's totally true. Weekends are a time where you recharge the mind, body, and soul. And you have to let go of conversations at work. You have to let go of conversations in your personal life. And you have to self-care your life. Self-care is hygiene. I just got done taking a shower in Planet Fitness and cutting my fingernails. Cutting your fingernails is hygiene. Laundry, walking, for me, walking on the beach, sunlight. Oh, it's going to be 80 degrees tomorrow. You think I'm not going to be self-caring? Huh. Free porn. Yeah, masturbation is self-care to me. And living a simple life. Just enjoying myself. Yeah, that's I like. Jacob, I'll throw a prayer for Brandon. Amen. Milano, Sammy, the problem in this life, we are following a wrong path. I agree with that in many instances because we are told to do so. Milano, I agree. Till you realize and reverse the path. Milano, great comment. Thumbs up to you. You get it. Look, Milano gets it, man. And Milano, you've always been a supporter, brother. I remember there's one thing, Milano, that you told me that always stands out with me. Milano's been following this channel since almost the beginning. And I remember Milano had said to me, I was still living in New Jersey, and it was just the beginning of me living out of my car. And I was contemplating, was I ready to fully come to Florida because I was scared that I was leaving like my mom behind. And he said, look, Sam, look, you got to live your life, I mean, I was going to do what I was going to do regardless, but it was encouraging. He just said, look, eventually everyone's going to pass away. Your mom's going to pass away. Your father's going to pass away. Everyone, you have to live your life. And I say that in a very positive tone, not in a negative tone. I say that in an encouraging tone, not in a discouraging tone. Is that, you have to go forward with your life at some point. You're an adult. Adults, just like my mom did. My mom, she got married, she had children, she left her parents, she lived her life. You have to live your life. You gotta. It's true. Pat, I am tall and overweight, so a small class B with a tiny bathroom would be ideal. Okay. I could make it work if I had to. I'm not mad at that. Look, yeah, I want people to do whatever is best for them and whatever you want to do. The only thing I would say too is you could definitely do just a cargo van and then just use Planet Fitness as a shower. But it sounds like you may be a homebody, like you may like to spend a lot of time in the vehicle. If so, then you're better off with an RV. Jones 1963, prayers for Brandon. I agree. Thank you. Patricia, you're so right, Sam. Thank you, Patricia. Norma, praying for Brandon. Amen. Thank you, Norma. Patricia, smiling. It's good to smile. Patricia, exactly. Good job. Andy G. Hey, Sammy, what's up, Andy? Hey, folks. Glad to make it live feed. Good to have you, brother. I'm very thankful for everyone here, man. Very thankful. Got the weekend off, and I am looking forward to no plans. Yeah, recharge and recovery. Good job. Some hiking. That's self-care. So much needed downtime. Yes. Rest and recovery is wisdom. You tear your muscles in the gym. Your muscles repair in your sleep. In your sleep, your brain flushes out toxins. The average adult needs 6 to 8 hours of sleep per night. So get the proper sleep. Wake up, get that sunlight, go outside, breathe fresh air, do some physical activity, eat as healthy as possible, and just do things you enjoy. And simple for me, throwing out stuff, living light, that's simple. That's what I like. Chad, hit him up. Chad, good to see you, man. Thank you, Chad. Tricia, repairs and cleaning stuff. Yeah, I never want to clean a house again. I'll never clean a house again. I'll never clean a toilet bowl again. The most cleaning I'll ever do is laundry day, and usually that's twice a week. And sometimes I can even push it to up to 3 weeks. I'll never clean again. Done. I'm done. I will never spackle again. I'm done. Okay, God, by the grace of God. I will never fix a door hinge, change a doorknob, paint crown molding, change a filter in an AC furnace. I'm done with all that. Okay, I'm never going to buy paper towels again. I'm never going to buy toilet paper again. I'm going to go to Starbucks and wipe my ass. Okay. Now, I don't want to be negative. I got a little upset. But when I think about maintenance and repairs, I get upset. I got to live simple. I love everyone. Hank Life. Hey, brother Sam, Hank Life, man. Thank you again, brother. Love to you, brother, and respect and appreciation. Chad, keep it simple. Yeah, keep it simple. Mental, emotional, spiritual, material. Chad, that's a great comment. Because what I've also learned, I built a spiritual foundation in my life. I always felt God tugging in my spirit. When I hit about 19, 20, I went on a serious spiritual journey to seek God. I visited different churches, different denominations. I got planted in a church. It was a great almost 10 years. But then I had to separate from that, not because I didn't love and respect them, but because I was complicating faith. I built the foundation of faith. Then I had to remember, just keep it simple. Follow the golden rule. Uh, love others, love yourself, treat people right, and that's it. That's faith. There's more stuff, but it's really not that complicated. You got to keep life simple and not trying to go too crazy. That's true. Apathy. Brandon, praying for your friend. Amen. Brandon, thanks, guys. Love to you, brother. Melissa, hey, Melissa. Hey, Sam. Chad, putting to work. That's right. Hustle, baby. Yeah. Like Dylan said, put your mind to it. You got to do it. After you do all the planning, all the researching, all the preparing, then what do you got to do? You got to just do it. And you got to stop playing games. And that's the type of mindset you got to have. Good job. Jacob. Don't worry, Sam. You'll rival Pepe Le Pew in subscribers in a year or so. Yeah, he's a Pepe Le Pew. I checked him out. I don't get his channel, but I'm sure some people watch my channel and don't get it. So as I've become a creator and a YouTuber, and as my channel has grown, I've gotten less judgmental towards others. At least I'm trying to be, because it's a difference between, it's a difference between being on the other side of the camera. I understand. So, but for me, I'm not in a competition to anyone. Like I said, I would love my channel to grow. But like same thing like with me financially. Like I just want to be financially stable and have a reliable income using my creative gifts without having to always punch a 9 to 5. But I don't want to be like a real estate mogul or like this huge billionaire corporate guy. For me, I just want to live a comfortable, simple life. That's how I look at financial freedom. On my own terms. Eventually, that would be my dream, but not because I want to live some elaborate setup or I want to like control the world. For me, I just want to enjoy my life. I like doing and do what I like to do, whether that's make videos, walk on the beach, whatever it is. But I've put in the work, so you got to do both. I worked since I was 17. I still work a full-time job. This I do on my side. So that's what I always tell people. Look, like if you have a dream to start a business, cleaning business, contracting business, YouTube, work a full-time job and do it on the side. But whatever you do, you got to be consistent. I'm at 7,000 subscribers, not just because I upload a video once in a while. I stick to a schedule. The only time I haven't done a video, I've done a video for every day. I've been on YouTube for a year and a half. The only time I haven't done a video every day is if I got sick. And I think that's been maybe, I can count on one hand maybe how many times that's happened. Look, now, other people, they may get lucky. There's some people, they upload one video, goes viral. But that hasn't been my case. And I could just share my life experience. I can't say this is going to be the path for everyone. Because, again, life is not an exact science. But for me, my whole life has been based on start now and keep going and refine it as you go. Chad, wish I could YouTube daily, maybe one day. Yeah, look, I definitely say believe in yourself. Definitely everything is not for everyone. But the only way to find out thing in life is trial and error. But there's been some painful moments. I always say, like, YouTube can be very mentally painful. And today's a joyous day. Look, it's Friday. I hit a milestone. So in my mind, I'm thankful. But also there's a lot of pain. There's been a lot of mental pain. I debate numerous times to shut the channel down. As you grow, you debate that less because you say, well, it's growing. But in the beginning, it's so overwhelming. Because you're going to do it for a year, you're not going to be monetized. You're not going to get many people in viewing. A year is just straight work with no reward. And I put in the work. I went to go look at different RVs. I track my life. I share my life. I share my most intimate thoughts, my arguments with parents, separation. So masturbation. So, and people watch. Some people in my real life, and they don't even tell me. They just watch. So the biggest thing I've learned also having a YouTube channel is you keep it simple where people basically at some point, if you have a channel like mine, they want to see you. They're looking for videos that you're sharing yourself and your experience. Now, it all depends though. If you have a vlog where you're doing all traveling, then that's what they'll want to see. But for the most part, people connect with you and your story versus you trying to paint them a story. That's my experience. Let me take a hydration break, guys. Norma, well said, Sam. Thank you. Seems like you are downsizing your thoughts. That's a good way to put it. Along with your possessions. I'm trying. And that is very inspiring to me. When my mind gets too cluttered, I feel that. And I know I need to get rid of some thoughts. Well, amen, Norm. I'm in the same boat, which it's a daily battle. And like I say, the only reason sometimes I feel like I'm not getting totally squashed is because I got less to worry about. And if I do have a negative thought, I could just try to let that go. But I don't have to worry about. And that's why, too, like, even with pets, I love dogs, man. Like, I see a dog, it makes my whole day happy. But I don't think I could ever have a pet. It's just too much mental obligation. And my mind gets overwhelmed with it. And like Milano says, when they get old and sick, I don't care how much money you have, you can't save them. So for me, too, but I know, shout out to my brother Hank Life. I know he's got his dog and stuff. And like I shared in the beginning of this live chat, my years with my dog were some of the best years of my life. But my mind now is, I don't have that much capacity. Like when I was younger, I had more capacity to deal with it. But as you get burnt in life, you can only take so much. And you can't do the same things you did when you were younger. But we'll see. Apathy, yeah, 7,000. Soon to be 10,000. I'll do a video if I, God willing, when I hit 10,000. Next year, 50,000. We'll take it one day at a time, God willing. But I appreciate the positivity. Just wish the best for you, Sam. I appreciate that. I don't. Thank you, Apathy. There was someone that said the other day, like a few weeks back, but it stuck with me. It's very encouraging. I think Gina from Israel. He says, Sam, the people who watch your channel and like you, they just want to see your dreams come true. And I said, damn, like that was, like I remember rolling over in the middle of the night, I looked at my phone and I saw that comment, because I read every comment, not just in the live feed on my channel. Now, sometimes that could be very mentally unhealthy. You got to be very careful. But, and I try to respond, but I remember reading that and it was very encouraging, because I do feel I have met a lot of positive people in here that really do support me, genuinely and consistently. Like I show up consistently and they consistently support me. I mean, you got to appreciate that. I do appreciate that. And so, yeah, look, there's a lot of positive people out there. I mean, the hard part is there's some negative ones, but there's more positive than negative. That's true. Annie G, congrats on 7,000. Thank you, brother. It's been great seeing your channel grow. It's been great having you here. You've been a long-time viewer. For the last year and a half since I came across your channel. When did you come across my channel, Andy? Andy, if you're still in here, do you remember, and everyone right now that's in this chat room, if you're a subscriber, do you remember at what number you subscribed to my channel? Like, could you say, Sam, I subscribed to your channel when you were at 1,000 subscribers? Just estimate. I subscribed when you were at 6,900. Do you remember, like, approximately when you subscribed? I'm interested. When he came across my channel, Sam, you helped me. Well, thank you, brother. You helped me too. I'm sure you help others. Thank you, brother. There's been people that tell me that, and I appreciate that. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Hank Life, thank you again, brother, for that that gasoline on you. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you, Hank Life. Jones, 1963. Grateful for you too, Sam. I appreciate that. Look, gratitude is key. And that's a common theme. Like, it's not just me blowing smoke. You could look at my almost 2,000 videos, a year and a half worth of digital documentation. One of the common themes of my videos, trying to express gratitude. Even when I've been very hurt and disappointed with life, I've always tried to stay positive and thankful. And I think my record shows that. I'm not perfect. And I see sometimes where I didn't do right thing. I didn't say the right things, been a little too rough. So, but I got to be honest, that's part of life. I'm putting myself out there. So, but I'm trying to grow. And I'm very grateful for the positive people. Thank you. Apathy, nice Hank. Very appreciative. Patricia, a tiny bathroom in a Class B would not be ideal. Yeah, when I did the RV tours, I did a couple of them. That's my most popular video, is a RV tour I did in the Atlantic City RV show of Travato. I think it's got almost 200,000 views. That's my most popular video to date. And people like the Class Bs. I think it was $80,000 retail. But the bathroom's very small. And yeah, if I was 350 pounds still, you could barely fit in there. And you close the door and shower, you're better off going to Planet Fitness. You're better off getting a $25,000 cargo van, for a third of the price, and going to Planet Fitness. You could stand up, you could take a hot shower for days. Huh. Yeah, I got to keep it simple, man. Praise the Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Hydration break. And then she is trying not to listen to Sam and type. Not good. I love to hear Patricia. Hank, thank you, buddy. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, Hank. Chat. It's hard to participate in the chat and do my morning routine as I get ready for work, but it is very helpful. I appreciate you taking the time to write a comment. I really do. But it's very helpful to be able to listen in the background. Thank you, brother. Thank you for leaving a chat. I don't feel alone when you do that. A lot of channels can't do that. Well, I'm very appreciative, brother. Thank you, man. I appreciate you listening to me in the background, man. Thank you. Gilbert, Sammy, my man. What's good with you? I feel pretty good. I'm thankful, man. How are you, Gilbert? How's everything going with you? Vicky, Minnesota, Florida. Hey, Vicky. Vicky's a viewer who lives in Minnesota. Is taking care of her son. I don't know if are you still with your husband, Vicky? But I know she wants to come to Florida. That's one of her life dreams. Do I believe she can do it? Yeah, I believe she can do it. In my conversation, she has you have the mental tenacity to do it, Vicky. I know it's scary, and I know you have more of I don't want to say a burden, but it is a little bit of a burden. I mean, I want to talk directly. You have more responsibility, so it's not just you. It's harder. All I want to do is speak this positive word to you. You have what it takes. I think your son would be fine in Florida. I think your son would be fine wherever you go because, it's all about wherever you go. As long as there's love and support, a person is good. But what I'm going to upload a video tomorrow about is ultimately don't let someone over-inspire you. You have to make the decisions that are best for you because you don't want people to change and then you're stuck living a life, Vicky, all I can tell you is if you have, obviously, look at your tag name. Vicky, Minnesota to Florida. Now, she had that tag name before she met me. So, I think that Florida's deep in your heart. And what I found in life is when you're happy, the people around you are happy. When you're miserable, the people around you are miserable. So it's like, I remember getting to a certain point with my mom. It's like, am I going to stay in New Jersey and be miserable? Because I'm not going to make my mom happy like that because I'm going to be miserable. She could sense that. Just like when my dog got older and I was like taking care of her and I had to go work and I had to go walk outside and do all those different things and clean the house. My dog felt when I was stressed out. I don't care what anyone tells you. Dogs understand. And people understand. People know when you're nervous and you're upset and you got too much stress. So I think people around you are most blessed when you're inspired and when you're happy and when you're living simple. I really do. Patricia, that what I would worry about, apathy. Sebastian, Sammy, what's good, brother? Good to see you. God bless. God bless you also. Listen, brother, are you aware of the current transgender movement and propaganda? What's your thoughts on the matter? I don't know what you mean by that, but I'm a full equality man. So I believe in equal rights for gay, lesbian, straight, transgender, whatever anyone wants to do, as long as what they're doing is not hurting someone. But I am for liberty and justice for all. So for me, I just keep it simple. I don't really, for me, it's not that complicated. Everyone should have equal rights as long as what they're doing is not hurting anyone. And that's how I feel. What's the First Amendment right of the Constitution? That the government should not establish a religion, and you should have the freedom to pick any religion. You should have the freedom of speech. There is a free press that cannot be altered by the government. And that you can protest the government for any grievance. You can protest the government for any grievance and have laws reversed. That's the First Amendment right of the Constitution. That's the stipulations in it. So it's basically saying, look, equality, man, freedom. And that's what I believe in. Norma, my day was good, Sam. Thanks for asking. Very productive. By this time next week, I shall be full-time nomad, Norma. We're going to say a prayer emoji for you as well as our brother Michael, who got in an accident. Prayers to you, because I know it's scary. What I can tell you is you'll be fine. You'll be fine. A little bit shaky in the beginning, just like starting a new job. It's scary, but you're going to be fine. You have a good mindset. You're going to be okay. It's going to be good. Stay positive. Scott, you would be connected with all those people if you brought that land. That's true. He's talking about the home base I was thinking about. Thank you, Scott, for sharing. I didn't see. You should find something more private, your own piece of land, simple. No, it's a good comment. Thank you, brother, for the comment. That's a good comment. I've thought about that too. And then I said to myself, the problem with that, Scott, is if I get a raw piece of land, it's hard to find one that's somewhat near a populated area. I got to go further out. That's a negative. I don't want to be too far away from everything. Then the other part is, then I have to put utilities on it. What I liked about the RV lot in the community, I already had I mean, you could do all that, but it's more aggravation. You know, you got to get a permit out to bring electric to the site. You know, they're going to say that you got to have water, sewage. And then, I don't know. But you are right, and I have thought about that. But then when I start to think about all the different pros and cons of having a home base and putting the utilities there, and then I say, if I'm not going to put utilities there, why buy a home base? Why don't I just keep doing the free camping and or pay for campgrounds when I want utilities? Why should I stress myself in creating this environment when the environment's already there? So I go back to just keep it simple at this point. Super chat. Squirrels, what's up, man? Love you, bro. I never enjoyed a game of Simon Says. All right now. Good to see you, Squirrels. Yeah, Simon Says, man. Simon Says you do something, and then you got to basically follow the trend or the path, you know. And you know, the nomad life is a little bit, yeah, you're right, you know, creating your own path, creating your own life, not following the trend, and not trying to create a trend, just trying to be yourself and be simple. And that's what I'm trying to do. Squirrels, good to see you, man. I appreciate that. Love and respect, and thank you. Gratitude. Thank you, Squirrels. But yeah, so that's why I know when I go back to the home base, I just think about I think about what you said. You know, if I'm part of a community, the negative is I'm tied into all them. The positive is if I ever got older, at least someone's there to they'll see if I never wake up before I need help. That is part of the blessing of a community. But then I say to myself, look, I'm 38, 39. I mean, I'm not that age yet. And then I say to myself, do I want to buy a piece of land and put utilities and go through? I don't. So I end up right back where I'm at, which is the simple life. In a parking lot, having the freedom to do whatever I want. Backwoods, thank you again, brother. Peace to you also. Thank you, Dylan. I see you out there, man. Love and respect to the Northwest. I'm the Southeast, you're Northwest. Keep holding it down, man. Dylan, real talk, bro. Amen. Peace emoji back to you. Thank you, brother. Hank, I'm going pasta dinner at church for free. Well, I'm not mad at that. And this is what I want to tell you. For me, there was a season of my life where church was very valuable. It helped build my confidence to get away from certain environments and certain friends and a certain lifestyle that I built. And it gave me a safe haven. And it was very edifying. It built me up. And there's a lot of churches that do have a lot of charity work that help a lot of people. There's some crookedness, like everything in life. But there's a lot of good. And what I could tell you, Hank, I've been where you're at. And there was a time in my life where I thank God for the different people in the church that were a blessing to me. So, brother, enjoy that, man. Enjoy that fellowship. Enjoy that food. And, you know, I see a lot of myself, especially back in the day, like on the journey you're on, man. So just keep doing you, Hank. Keep doing you, man. And he says, I paid $1,500 for my Chevy van. Well, that's a good deal. You can't beat that. Jacob, I'm alive. That's good enough. All right. Still trying to decide on an SUV or truck. Okay. And if SUV, should I go for a small one or the room I can stretch out? Laughing. But all, and I'm good. Well, yeah, Jacob, it is fun to plan. It's fun to research. There's nothing perfect. Everything is a trade-off. If you want a van that you can stand up in, it's going to be more money. It's going to be less fuel efficient. But it's going to be more comfortable. You want something like a Toyota Prius, you're going to have maximum efficiency, but you're going to have least amenities. Everything has trade-offs. And there's no one answer that's going to fit everyone's life. We're all individuals. We all have our own fingerprint. So just do what's best for you. And you know, it's fun to research. But at a certain point, you don't want to wear your mind out. Just keep things as simple as possible. Okay. Why I can park over 15 different places in my van. I can park, yeah. Oh yeah, with a regular cargo van, I mean, it's a car. And that's the value of not going full-blown RV, is because in most cases you can park anywhere. And that's the value, because that's the nomad's biggest problem, is free, or even if it's paying, safe, legal parking. And yeah, if she's got a dog too, so that plays a part in it too. Hank Life, I'm the happiest in my life now, just me and my dog. Well, brother, I feel that. I mean, Hank's been married a few times too, so I feel you, brother. And like I said, there was a season of my life where the happiest I ever was just with my dog, eating food, feeding my dog the scraps, and living a simple. I was living simpler at that time than I was ever living. Now I'm living the simplest. Do I have a little? But there was a lot of love with my dog. That love filled me up. It destroyed me a little bit when it passed. But I'm at the point now where I just, for the rest of my days on this earth, I want to live pretty much as non-attached, as non-committed to things as I can. I'm being very honest with you. Jacqueline, I think the one, quotation marks, protein bars are a little less expensive at Target, $7 to $8 a box. Well, I'll check them out. I fell in love with this one. So you may be right. These used to be $8. They went up like the past month or so to $9. So, okay, I'll check that out. Thank you. Daddy Geek, hey Daddy Geek, what's up, all? I'm late to the party tonight. That's all right. She's laughing. Good to have you, Daddy Geek. You made it through another work week. Good to have you. Daddy Geek's getting ready to go on her adventure at some point. She got a beautiful purple stealth bomber Toyota Prius. Good to see you, Daddy Geek. Squirrels. And she's creative. She did a little drawing too. Yeah, I'm not mad at you. Good job with that drawing, Daddy Geek. Squirrels. What's up, doggy? Just acquired a new gig. There you go. Today that came with a free Longhorn Steakhouse lunch. Yes, sir. Absolutely ready to live the SUV high life. I'm not mad at that. I hate being attached. Well, I just broke down. Yeah, I hate being attached to so hot lot lizards. Oh, was that I don't know. Being attached to so hot lot lizards. I don't know. All I can tell you is, brother, I totally like not being attached. And if you got a free dinner and a gig, thumbs up, brother. You hit the jackpot, man. Congratulations, squirrels. Watch the F out of I love you, Brosky. Uh-oh. What's that? I don't know what that is. What's that, the bait and switch? Milano. Sammy, 31K. Is that what you bought your Class B Plus for? Milano, did you have any serious problems? I can't believe you bought that beautiful RV for 31K. Did you have any problems with that? That's a good deal, man. Chris. Hello again, Sam. I hope to buy a Travato. Yeah, a lot of people like that. In a year and hit the road. I'm not mad at you, brother. Now, look, again, if you can afford it, I mean, it's a beautiful vehicle. I think that's the most well-known Class B. I see a lot of people in Florida driving them. A lot of new ones. I'm not mad at you. Like I said, I mean, I give the pros and cons. I kind of explain why or for me at this point in my life, I'm not for it. But it gives you a lot of flexibility, man. So I can understand why people like them, man. Chris, I'm all for it, man. Keep doing your thing and push forward to your dream, man. Because if it's inside you, you should do it. We ain't getting no younger. And I'm still relatively very young, but what I've learned in life is time keeps ticking. So let me tell you something. I'm glad I don't have the type of mind where I said I'm going to wait till I'm 7 years old to be in Florida. I'm glad. And I apply that now to everything in my life. Norma. Hey, Daddy Geek. I hope your work is going well. Norma's positive. Good job. Brendan. Hey, what's up, Sam? What's up? Brendan's back from New Jersey. Good to see you, Brendan. Queen. Hello, Sam. How was your day? It was good. It's Friday. Friday's fun day. How was your day, Queen? Did you color? Did you play Tamachi? Sebastian. Brendan H. Sorry to hear about that. Your brother. Amen. Hope Yahweh blesses him. Praise the Lord. I'm not mad at that. Yes, peace and blessings. Jacqueline. I like the peanut butter one bars. That sounds good. I like peanut butter. Brandon. You're the king of spirituality and peace. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. That means a lot to me. Hydration break. Thank you. Squirrels. He gave an eye. Norma, she gave the queen emoji. Good job. DT 2006. Happy Friday. Yeah, freedom for 2 days. Well, yeah, he knows about the American nightmare. Yeah, but we're thankful. We're blessed in America. We're thankful. He knows. DT knows. Look, let's make the most of each day. It's Friday night. Let's not think about work on Monday. Let's make the most of each day. And let's be thankful. Squirrels, come on. I love you guys. Last in Jersey. Squirrels, man. Thank you, man. I'm being very generous tonight, man. I'm glad I can make you laugh, man. And I appreciate the support, man. It's reciprocal, man. Thank you very much. Love to you and appreciation, man. I appreciate you guys' support, man. Thank you. Thank you, Squirrels. One of the things that's a blessing when you can make someone genuinely laugh. Because laughter is good for the soul. And believe me, there's times in my life I need to laugh too. I mean, I'm in the same boat. So thank you, Squirrels. I appreciate that, man. uh, Tom Hanks is here. Boone is in the house. Tom, how are you doing, brother? Tom is he's a guy, North Carolina, college guy. We got people all different age brackets, man. College guy, him and Blanton, and everyone there in Boone. How was your week at school? And what are you looking forward to doing this weekend? Are you doing like a party weekend, like where you guys drink and go out, or are you done with that? What's going on, Boone? Hank, hey Tom Hanks here. Norma, I'm happy for everyone who was off for the weekend. Praise the Lord. I usually work the weekends. That's okay, and take weekdays off. Well, Norma, I actually think that's a good game plan. I used to enjoy the work the weekends, and I used to enjoy working nights because I used to like to work when everyone else was off, and I like to be off when everyone else is working. So I kind of like have the same mindset. I'm just caught in a certain thing now. But I totally feel you, and I mean you very similar with that. Squirrels, thank you, Gimmin. Marin, Josh, I never considered being embarrassed. That said, woman who works for me is embarrassed to be living in a trailer. Well, yeah, I can understand that. Hates it. I feel sorry for her perspective on that. Well, see, Marin, yeah, it's a perspective. But you can't make someone feel confident about themselves. And some people don't want to live that life. There's some people that don't want to live a simple life. So for me, the simple life is everything. But for some people, the simple life is horrible. They want to live, and there's nothing wrong with wanting to live a grand life. But the bottom line is, in life to grow, you have to be embarrassed. And if you avoid embarrassment, you're going to live a life of insecurity, and you're going to be doing a Simon Says. You're going to be following everyone else's trend. You're going to need to put in marble countertops. And now you got marble countertops. Now they're out of style. Now you need Corin countertops. It just never ends stops. Now Bob Wells is saying now you need 2,000 watts of solar. So now you got to trade in your inverter and your portable solar. Now you got to get 2,000 solar panels on your roof, and you got to get a water dispensing. I don't want to be negative, but what I'm trying to say is that can apply across the board. And live your life however you want. If your best life, if your simple life is in a Class B Travato, God bless. If it's in an apartment, God bless. If it's in a house, God bless. For me, the simple life is not just the dwelling. It definitely is, though, living below your means. I don't care if you're going to live in an RV or a house or apartment or whatever. For me, the painful lessons I've learned in life, I've learned I always want to live below my means. Even if, God forbid, something happens with money, you make a mistake, at least you're living a simple life where you don't have to be on the hook to everyone. And that's what I would say. Brandon. Marin says, Brandon, prayer for your friend. Yes, angel emoji. Brandon, thanks, everyone. Peace to you, brother. Squirrels, in De Niro's voice, hey, Sammy, forgive me, brother. How do you spend your Friday nights with all that hard-earned cash? Live on YouTube. I don't live an extravagant life. All I do with my money is I stack it away, and I try to, that's it. I'm just trying to live a simple life. That's it. I'm not doing anything. I really don't go out anywhere. I don't buy really anything. For me, I want to try to build a sustainable income. I want to have enough in savings, have enough in the retirement. And that's it. I'm sacrificing to do it, but the sacrifice is what I want to do. There's some people that live this simple life and they say, I'm not going to work. I'm not mad at them. I still work. There's some people that say, I'm living a simple life. I don't want to work and do YouTube. Or there's some people say, I just want to do YouTube and don't work. For me, I've always been a hustler. And a hustler in the sense of, I put in the work to get where I want to get. And so for me, getting where I want to get is to be able to live full time off my creative ventures, whatever they may be, means that I got to have a certain amount in savings. It means that you know, I don't know. For me, it's just a lifestyle of simplicity. But see, I've lived a life very early on where I've got to do everything I want to do. So am I tempted on a Friday night to go to a club to spend money or go to a bar? No, I don't like to drink alcohol. I don't like to party. Uh, there's nothing materialistic that I chase. Like, I'm not even chasing an RV. I'm not chasing a home base. Uh, After my live feeds at night, I just pretty much go to either my campground or the parking lot that I'm going to for the night. Maybe I'll watch some YouTube on my phone, and that's it. So I don't know. I haven't come up with a grand thing as far as what I want to spend my money on. I don't want to spend my money. I want to try to save my money. I want to try to have as much financial freedom as early on in life as I can, so I can live life on my terms as much as possible. That's to me what the simple life's about, in every aspect. Um, so yeah, I guess that's kind of how I feel about it. Gilbert, your friend is in my prayers. Amen. Talking to Michael. John, what's up, man? Good evening, Sam. John, how are you, brother? How you been, man? Good to see you. All week, I've been predicting 7K. Well, I appreciate that, man. We crossed the threshold tonight, man. Today, again, it goes up and down, so I don't know what it is right now. Is anybody watching my channel right now? Again, what did you subscribe to my channel at, and what is it right now? So I crossed 7,000 subscribers. That's a blessing. It doesn't mean anything as far as like on the YouTube side, as far as you don't get any gift or anything. It's just, in one sense, it's a number. And on average, about 5% of your subscribers watch your videos on a daily basis. So about 400 people watch my videos on a normal basis, once in a while more. And finally, today was that day. I saw about the 7,000 subscribers. And I've been waiting all day to mention your 7,000 subscribers. Happy for you. Thumbs up. Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate that very much, John. Thank you. You want to be around people who appreciate you, support you, and want you to live your best life and encourage you to live your dream and go after it. You want to be around people who recognize your gift and encourage you to use your gift. Even some bad relationships that I had that ended bad, I still appreciate. There's been certain people in my life that recognize my gift and encourage me to use it. Those people you always have to honor, even if you don't have them in your life anymore. Jacqueline. Happy is the one who seeks because they shall find. Well, I agree. Look, I believe in seeking. Seeking is you put action behind your thoughts. That's what seeking is. Seeking is you put action behind your thoughts. And faith without works is dead. Queen. But sometimes it's hard to let some things go. Well, Queen, I totally understand. I was sitting there tonight in Starbucks thinking about my work week. There was a couple of conversations. I said, I got to let that go. It's not easy to let a conversation go, but you have to. And they're not even bad conversations, but they're just, you can have a conversation with someone and there's just a dead point in the conversation and like they're thinking something and maybe they're not 100% happy with you, or at least you feel that. You got to let that go. You got to let it go because you got to be you. And if you spoke up here's the key. If you spoke up respectfully and if you needed to say something, you got to speak up. There's been plenty of times where I spoke up and people call me after, when it's just me and them around, they say, Sam, I'm glad you said something. I couldn't say anything. And a lot of times people can't say anything because they're living a complicated life. They're struggling and they can't afford for anyone not to like them. Now, I want people to like me. I don't want to be I don't go out of my way to cause enemies. That's not wisdom. But I'm just trying to say that when you live the simple life, you have a little bit more freedom to not meanly, but loving, respectfully share your voice. Queen, I like to take a walk to get things off my mind. Well, Queen, me and you on the same page. That's exactly what I do. I can't tell you how many walks I take during the course of the day and the week to keep my mind fresh. I totally agree. Jacob, I may not be commenting much, Sam. I appreciate you leave one, but I'm watching the lives. Thank you. My arms hurt from all the training at work this week. I ain't mad. This was my first week. Well, Jacob, I'm proud of you, brother. You made it through your work week. How do you get ahead? Just keep showing up. I know it's not easy, but I'm very proud of you and keep pushing forward. Marin, heart emoji. Grateful Friday, heart emoji. Yeah, Marin. Gilbert, hey, Jacob. How are you tonight? Queen, hello, Marin. Queen, hello, Gilbert. Queen, you're welcome, Sam. Thank you, Queen. Gilbert, hey, Marin. Squirrels, thank you again, brother. I hope you hear that. Thank you. Daddy Geek, what's popping? Are you the new and improved, upgraded employee you're aspired and much deserved to be? Data Geek's she's got a very great career in IT, and she's also an artist. She's a very talented individual, man. Jacob, I'm good at Gilbert, just tired, and my arms hurt a bit. Good though. Queen, hey Norma. Marin, she gave a pointing at a lot of palm trees. He's pointing at those palm trees, all waving in the wind. Marin, hydration break. Squirrels, what's up, Queen? Queen, how was your day, Gilbert? Squirrels, I mean Queen. Marin, hey Gilbert, heart emoji, hand wave. Dylan, here in the Northwest, it's snowing everywhere? Two snowmen's, real talk tonight. You tell it like it is, man. Well, thank you, I appreciate that. Thank you, Dylan, for your love and support, man. It's a balance, man. As I mature and as I grow in front of you on this channel, I try to tell it like it is, but I also have to pull myself back sometimes and let some things go and not get too upset. It's a balance. You don't want to be too, though, withholding from the truth, but you also don't want to be so blunt. It's not an easy balance. Life is about balance. It's hard to find that balance, but thank you, brother, for showing me love and support. I appreciate that. Gilbert, get some rest at Jacob, yeah. Sit back and just listen and relax. I'm not mad at that. Squirrels, Norma, you mom are likely no traffic shopping during the week. Oh yeah, when you're off during the week and you can run errands and do different things, everyone else is at work. That's why, I used to like to work during the weekends and night. Yeah, you got more free time and there's not as much traffic. That's true. Jacob, that's the plan at Gilbert. Gonna chill all weekend. I'm not mad at that, laughing. How about you? Do you have any plans for the weekend? Marin, heart emoji backwoods, brr. And then she gave snowflake and heart. Jacob, I don't remember, Sam. It was sometime last year when I started looking at your alternative living ideas. Well, thank you. All right, about a year ago. Backwoods, yes. Gilbert, it was good. I can't complain, Queen. And how was yours? Norma says, I think I subscribed around 6,900. Okay, so you're relatively new. That's good. It's good to know that. Blanton, boom in the house. Yeah, Blanton came in hot. Good to see Blanton. And my brother Tom. Swan Auto, man. Thank you for all the love, man. Thank you. I appreciate you following me on Instagram and everything. Swan says, congratulations on 7,000. I've been here since 3,500. I didn't know you've been around that long. I believe that's a long time. Thank you so much. You have really helped me. Thank you, man. Not to lose hope. Thank you, brother. That's a huge blessing to say that. And let my depression or anxiety take over. Swan, man, I appreciate that. I hope you're still in here, man. Thank you. Thumbs up to you, brother. Queen, it was good until I came home. Queen, good comment. Tony, hello. All about everyone doing. How's everyone doing? Tony, good to see you, man. How's the saxophone, man? You at home in Maryland? You good to relax this weekend? Good to see you, Tony. We always miss you, brother. Good to have you here. Saxophone emoji. Norma? Hey, Tony. Norma, I hope all is well, Queen. Jacob? Tony, how are you doing? Yeah, Tony's back. Apathy? I subscribed right when you started, but it took me a while to comment. Okay. So much of your mindset and observations about life were spot on. I found myself sucked in, but willfully. All right, praise the Lord. Laughing. It's good to laugh. That's good. Thank you. Queen, yes. Tony? I'm good. Been auditioning band members all day. All right. Well, I'm not mad at that. That's good. You find any good ones? Free to be me. What's up, brother? Peace to you. Sam, praise God. Amen. Keep moving forward. Free to be me. Great comment, brother. Good to see you, man. Jacob, you're in a band, Tony? Yeah. Tony plays the saxophone. He's got a band called the Saxaholics. He's looking for new members. And then Tony goes, I was in a mood, swing brass band now. I'm starting my own, the Saxaholics. Yeah, I love that. Jill, hey Jill. Hey Sam, cold here. Uh-oh, it's a disaster. But feeling warm, watching a life it was. Thank you, I appreciate that. Posted a cool pic on Instagram today, getting a lot of likes. All right, everyone check it out. Her Instagram is vintage_camper_treasures. Check out Jill and show her some support. Give her a heart on Instagram. Jacob, this is a joke. Freedom of religion. Well, there goes the imperial truth. It's I don't know how to pronounce that. Warmhammer 40K joke, if anyone gets that. I don't understand. Yeah, I don't understand what that means. But yeah, I mean, look, we got to remember, the First Amendment. A lot of times the country doesn't live up to it. That's why we have to remember our rights and, respectfully exercise them. That's true. Tony. And I still play on the other groups occasionally. I'm not mad that you got a couple hustles. If that pays right. Money bag emoji to our brother Tony. Squirrels, man, thank you again for the support tonight, brother. Love you, bro. Same back to you, man. Thank you, man. And don't do this. I never enjoyed Simon Says. I understand that. Thank you, Squirrels. Gilbert. Sammy. I'm fine getting a little more courage. There you go. To venture out. It takes time, brother. It's not easy. I know. It's getting close. I will spread my wings and fly. There you go, brother. You got to be determined. Like our brother Dylan said, you got to just do it. You got to have the mindset. But I want to encourage everyone that it is very scary in the beginning. I was very scared. I didn't tell anyone in the beginning. My first 6 months, I didn't have a YouTube channel. I didn't tell anyone I knew. I told like 2 people. In the beginning, it's very scary to do a non-conforming life. So take your personal time. You don't have to tell anyone you don't want to tell. And, you can do it, just take your time. But just do it. Good job. We love you, Gilbert. Marin. Angel emoji. Whoever someone loves is personal. I agree with that. And they should have the right to. And try to dictate that as exercising a futile attempt. My opinion. You're a beautiful person. As long as no one's hurting, no offense. I totally agree. Now, look, I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're straight, transgender, whatever. I think all relationships end in a disaster. I think you should stay single. Now, that being said, I think if you want to be in a relationship, you should have the freedom to be in a relationship with whoever you want. But I encourage people, if you can, stay single. Jacob. Not bad, Tony. Do you guys have anything on YouTube I can listen to? Norma. Tony. When are you touring now? Is it still with the Mood Swings? Does your band... That's a good name, too. Does your band have a website? That's a good name. You got 2 good names, man. Marin. Sing Squirrels. Love the name. Yeah, he's got a good name. He's got squirrel emoji. Heart. Gilbert. Tony Gilbert. Hey, how was your day? Gig in Jersey? Marin. Autocorrect got me again. That's all right, Marin. We love you. Tony. Norma. No, we are in the beginning stages. I will still have a page once the members are set in stone. I'm touring a little now, but it's too cold to really be out there touring. I can understand that. I got to move to Florida. Tony, Gilbert, it was groovy, brother. Squirrels, thank you, Mom. Mama, I'm actually, I don't know how to say that. Squirrels, how was your night, Marin? Jacob, Tony, if your band ever puts anything on YouTube, send me a link. I like to hear it. Yeah, show some love and support. Norma, I went to YouTube to check out the music, but think I was more your mixes. Tony, oh, I definitely will, Jacob. Squirrels, me too, Tony. That's awesome. Gilbert, I'm going to catch you one day at Tony. I'd like to see you play, maybe sing with you. Gilbert, about to break it down. I'm not mad at you, Gilbert. AJ, what's up, brother? Brother from Miami, living full-time as priest. Keep life simple, and take self-care very seriously. AJ, good comment. Good to have you here, brother. Peace to your mind. AJ, if you had a good week or a bad week, you're safe here, brother. We love you, and we appreciate you, man. Thumbs up to that, man. Self-care is key, guys. Totally agree with that. Keep it simple and self-care. Totally agree. Good comment. Norma? Sam, I thought I heard people in here one night talking about a book you had written. I self-published a book. You could pay... At that time, the internet was just happening. And there was a lot of Christian faith in the book. That was when I was heavy in the church game. And I was starting to self-express. It was like a self-help / Christian book. I self-published it. I still have it on a thumb drive, some in my safety deposit box. I haven't been there in months. I know Data Geek asked me for a copy. But yeah, I mean, if I ever get back to, I could get back to my safety deposit box, I guess, and just, and still have the soft copy. Did I imagine that? No, it's a self-published thing. It was a small thing. It never really went anywhere, but it was still an accomplishment to me. I mean, I look back at it now, and there's probably some parts in there, I have a different mindset than what I did when I wrote it. But I'm still proud. For me, it was, it wasn't a perfect book. It was a short book, but it was an accomplishment. Just like 7,000 subscribers to me, to sit down, I spent probably about 6 months writing it. And it was just an expression of my thoughts. these videos are like a book. Every day I read a chapter. But yeah, I self-published a book. I had a nonprofit organization in my mid-20s. Um, did a couple things. Worked with a couple homeless shelters. Gave out like a couple mattresses to a couple families. And I had a radio show which was like this. And I self-published a book. Like, I've always kind of been like who I am, but I just had different ways of doing it. If so, is it available anywhere? No, it's not. The only place it's available, it was never online for sale or anything. It was just something I just gave out. But I do have it on a thumb drive somewhere. If I ever get to it again, I think about it, and if I'm not embarrassed by it, I'll share it with you. And I know Daddy Geekcast, Tony. Oh, Norma, thank you. Congrats on 7K. Thank you, Norma. Cheering for you to one day support yourself with creativity. Thank you. Because it supports all of us in many ways. Well, Norma, thank you. I appreciate that. Good luck to you next week, and you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine, but I appreciate your continued support, man. I don't look past anyone, and I'm very appreciative. Thank you. Thank you for believing me. Thank you for encouraging me. It matters to me. I'm very thankful for everyone that does that, and I'm appreciative. Thank you. Thank you, Norma. Much appreciated. Squirrels. Thank you. Tony. Tony Gilbert. Hell yeah, I'd love to play with you, brother. Jacob. So far, Sammy, I think I'm going to get a 4Runner for SUV or Tundra for truck, both between 2004 and 2006. It's going to be my first car and a path to get out of my mom's house, No, I know. I think there's a certain point in your life that you do have to get out of your parents' house. I moved out, I think I was like 22. Now, I wish when I moved out, I would have bought a simpler condo below my means. But I bought two big, and my mom helped me with a down payment for a house. That was one of the decisions I regret doing. I don't think you ever, unless you're completely destitute, I don't think you ever want to borrow money from family. And I don't think you ever want to live above your means. My mom has been a blessing in my life. She never held anything over my head. But I'm sharing with you guys lessons learned in life. My father held a couple things over my head when I didn't do things he liked. And so I've learned through my failures that when you live simple, at least people can't hold stuff over your head because you're not asking anyone for anything. And I think if you were a young person that didn't have a family, I think car living is an option, possibly depending on where you're living in your situation. But I think there is a certain point, even if you rent an apartment or you buy a small house, I think there's a certain point that you do have to move out on your own. Because I don't think, too, you appreciate your parents until you have to buy your own toilet paper, until, I think you have to move out at a certain age. If you're, physically and mentally able to. I certainly have compassion. There's some people that aren't physically and mentally able to. So again, I'm just sharing in my life experience. I think if you have a means and if a vehicle is your means, I would get the hell out of Dodge. And not to say that you don't love your mom, but I would agree. Squirrels, thank you again, man. Thank you, Squirrels. Thank you, Norma. Thank you, Hank. Thank you, Dylan. Please just don't feel, that once I read your name and I go on that I forget about you. Because I've been on both sides of this YouTube thing. So I know how it feels. Just know that the gratitude is forever in my mind. I don't just skip over it and then forget you and go to the next. All right? Thank you. Loyalty means everything. What's up, Sam? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. May West. Hey, Sam. It's cold tonight in Brooklyn. Seeking shelter. Well, that's wisdom. Here's the thing, guys. If you ever live in your car, van, or mainly a car van, and it's real cold in New Jersey or in Brooklyn or the Northwest or wherever you are, you go to a hotel room. Go to a motel. You have the freedom and flexibility. You should have some more resources financially and every other way where you have flexibility. Flexibility is your greatest asset. Um, and so if you're living in a car and there's a snowstorm, or if you're living in your car and there's a hurricane, you start your car, you go and you seek shelter. That's wisdom, May, and use your flexibility. It's your greatest asset. Squirrels, thank you again, brothers. Good to laugh, man. Good to laugh. Thank you, Squirrels. May West, wish YouTube let us post pics on live chats. That would be good. That's a good suggestion, actually. That's actually, May, that is a great suggestion. I hope one day they listen to that and someone gives them that feedback. I actually think that would be good too. Norma, or even a heart emoji, other people's comments, May. Another good suggestion. Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that. Those are good suggestions. Squirrels. Me too, M. Tony. Me too. I'd show y'all. Yeah, see, these are good suggestions. To post pics and to like heart emojis each other's comments. These, I wonder why they don't do that. Me too. I'd show y'all my saxophones or pics from the show. Well, maybe because they don't want people sending like dick pics. Now, did I ever get a dick pic on Instagram? Yeah. Now, I don't even know if I'd want like a breast pic, though. I don't know. Maybe that's why. Maybe because they couldn't censor it. Now I'm just trying to think out loud. But I don't know. But I could say anything. Well, see, me, if I say something, they'll strike it. If I say something too bad or what they deem too bad, then they'll strike it or they'll demonetize it. If you post something and it's like, if you post a graphic well, I guess they could filter it, though. Because I have a filter on now that, like, if someone curses or if they say a racial slur or something, it's filtered so it won't show up in the live chat. And then I just kick them out. So I would assume if they can do that with the text, they can do that with the picture. So I wonder why they don't do that. Daddy Geek, I'm real tired tonight. I can barely keep my eyes on it, too. But very thankful. Daddy Geek, well, hydration break, me too. And I can stay up a little bit later tonight. Why? Because I don't have work tomorrow. And I got to go to the bathroom, though. But I'm going to hang in there. I got my pee jug just in case. Squirrels, me too, Dada, for meeting Sam and then meeting you all. Oh, Squirrels, man. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, Squirrels. Thank you, guys. Queen. Hello, Daddy Geek. Tony. What's Corin Sam? Yeah, I don't know if I said that right. I didn't know if anyone, because there was like, I remember when marble countertops became like a big trend. Like Simon says, it was a big trend in society to have marble count. And then there was like another type of countertop. I don't know if I'm saying it right. I don't know if it was like Corin or it was some type of like stone or manufactured stone or something. I don't know if I'm saying it right, though. Norma, more money, more problems. Well, that's why live below your means is the best slogan I've come up with. I agree. Squirrels. Our inspirational fam. It's good to be around good people. No doubt. Rick. Love how you say it's a disaster. Oh, it's a disaster. So true, makes me chuckle. Well, it's good to laugh. Laughter is good for the soul. Good job, Rick. Good to see you. Queen, right? Daddy Geek. Much love to you, Squirrel. Yeah, Squirrel's positive, man. Today is my niece's birthday. Well, Daddy Geek, I put in my phone for Sunday. So when I was doing my evening walk today, I think about different people I meet online and stuff. So I was thinking about Daddy Geek's birthday on Sunday. I said, let me put a reminder on my phone so I don't forget. We gotta sing happy birthday to her on Sunday. I hope I don't forget even with the reminder. So today is my niece's birthday. So I threw her a small birthday party. She likes her family at my parents' house. Then tomorrow I have a hotel room for us to continue the celebration. Mine's on Sunday. Yeah, I wrote that down. Now, what was the worst time I ever got drunk? At a Motel 6 on a New Year's Eve drinking Everclear. Everclear is just like straight alcohol, but I was young. I don't know what I was, like 22 or something. Oh, what a disaster. Squirrels. Does anyone play chess with friends? I don't. But I remember I did play chess. I like checkers, but I did learn to play chess at one point at a recreational center. I played for a little bit. I enjoyed to do it, but I don't play online. But that's actually a good suggestion. If you're ever bored online, that'd be something fun that you can play interactively online. Wally. Hey there, Sam. I've been doing the intermittent fasting. Okay. I eat my healthy meals between 6 a.m. to noon. Okay. Nothing but water after that. Okay. I've lost 22 pounds in 3 months and feel great. Love it and respect. Well, love and respect to you, man. Whatever works for you. There's been times where I got very intense to shed the weight, and then eventually I had to balance out. But I'm all for, look, if it's worth it, working, and you're doing what, and it's helping you go forward, brother, love and respect, stay positive, and keep moving forward. Your health is your wealth. God blessing to you, brother. Daddy Geek. Brandon, many prayers going up for you. Yeah, I believe in the power of prayer, man. That helps. Gilbert. Hey, man, haven't seen you in a while. How you been? Daddy Geek. Tony, what is your show name? Norma. Great job, Wally. Yeah, Wally's doing good. He's taking care of his house. So's my Hank Life, man. Hank Life lost like 38 pounds, so you guys are doing good, man. Look, it's all about having a target. Aim for the moon, even if you miss, you're amongst the stars. It's better to have a goal. Some goals I failed at, but I've always end up at least a little bit better than what I started. So I think it's wisdom to have a goal and to push forward. Squirrels, happy birthday! And then you get peace emoji and blue kiss. That's what I'm talking about, Daddy. Hey, Queen, what you up to this weekend? Jacob, I play chess with a computer squirrel. I'm not mad at that. I think I may do that if I ever have downtime. Laughing. Daddy Geek, thanks, squirrel. Jacob, wait, whose birthday is it? Well, it's Daddy Geek's niece's today, and then I think on Sunday it is Daddy Geek's birthday. Squirrels, where are you celebrating that, Daddy Geek? Daddy Geek's got it popping at a Motel 6. At Jacob, my niece is today and mine's on Sunday. Jacob, happy birthday to you both. Squirrels, laughing. Jacob, do you have a chess with friends account? Then you can play an Android. I may have to look into that. Squirrels laughing. Norma, yes. Hope it's a great birthday. Yeah, me too. And your year ahead. Amen. Good positive comment, Norma. Norma's positive. Daddy Geek, we are praying the best for you, Daddy Geek. We pray that you have an awesome year and that things work out for you at your job and in your personal life and your health. Look, we want everyone to live a positive, good life, man. Daddy Geek. Locally here, just getting a suit because they have an indoor pool and jacuzzi. I got popping. Something for us both because Lord knows I need some downtime. Yeah, I always tell you, take care of yourself. Before another back procedure on Monday, are we gonna pray for that? It's all good though. Daddy Geek, party like it's 1999, but it's really 2019. Daddy Geek, I hope you have a great celebration weekend. Jacob, no, just an offline single player. Haven't found a good multiplayer yet, Squirrel. Daddy Geek, thanks, Norma. I really appreciate it. That was nice. Dylan, you've been here since 2,000 or 3,000 subs? Wow, man. I think so, bro. Dylan, man, thank you, brother. I hope you're still in here and you can really feel the appreciation, man. Dylan, thank you for the support, man. Jacob, thanks for being proud of me, Sam. No, it's all love, man. I appreciate it and the advice. No, it's mutual, man. I want to be around people that we support each other, man. That's all love. Daddy Geek, I will not get the job, but applying just to stir it up the pot. No, well, Daddy Geek, you are applying because you want something, and if you want something, you have to ask for it, and you've put in the work. You're not a lazy person, and you're not hurting someone. You're asking for what you want, and you're working for what you want. There's nothing wrong with you. That's not stirring the pot. And shame on anyone who tries to make you act like that's wrong. I mean, that's not stirring the pot. That's trying to pursue your dream. Look, everything in life that when you want to pursue your dream, you have to put yourself out there. You have to be willing to be embarrassed. And people are going to give you shit. You know, sometimes people, like, they mock you or they try to degrade you or they try to tear you down. But if you're putting in the work, if you're exerting energy into something, and if you're applying yourself to something that you want, what's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. So if you have a job opportunity and you're working for that company, you're putting energy into that company, you have every right to apply. That's not stirring the pot. That is going after what you want. There's nothing wrong with that. You gotta remove that guilt. Director is giving it. Well, it doesn't. Yeah, let the director do what they want, but you still have to do you. Director is giving it to one guy she hired at my place that worked for her previously. I can understand that. It's about some connections, but I still think you are making a wise decision by documenting what you want, and you will grow and you will put your name out there. And what I've learned in life is if you keep showing up, people will drop out. If you keep showing up to your job, people will drop out. You'll move up by default. If you keep showing up to YouTube, people will pop up and pop out. But showing up consistently is the key to everything and putting yourself out there. I'm the most qualified, but she told me she has had it. I remember you telling me that. I still think it's wisdom to apply. Queen, someone buying dolls isn't hurting anyone. Queen, I totally agree with that. Queen, you buy those dolls and you keep living your life. We love you, Queen. Squirrels. Jacob, but you are good look. Daddy Geek, someone in my mind, so he will not get another raise, which is not policy. When you are a probationary employee, politics and everything, guys, politics will give him a double raise, and he only started 6 months ago, in real but true. Now, I understand. Yeah, I've been through all those different scenarios. Daddy Geek, I still think you should apply. I'm glad you are applying, and I think God will take care of the rest. Remember in life, only focus on what you can control because that's all you can control. Good job. Bo? I don't know. 1 second. Okay. Squirrels. Jacob, look up chat. Sir Charles chess with friends, my brother. Squirrels, get tested. Tony, Daddy Geek, show name. Gilbert at Jacob, my weekend is a little like yours. Rest and catching up and getting health back in order. Amen. Daddy Geek. Tony, thinking about a logo for you. Didn't know if you were Tony or if you had a catchy stage name. Do you have a stage name, Tony? Tony? No, it's Tony G. Who's the other guy? Who's the other guy, something G, that used to play the saxophone? Kenny G. Remember Kenny G? Thoughts of stage name yet, but I will contemplate one. Gilbert, you play chess at Jacob? What sites and when do you play? I love chess. A lot of people play chess. Squirrels does too. Tony, maybe Lars Webb after 2 of my favorite musicians. John, you subbed at 6,390. Thank you for sharing that. But started watching in the 5K range. John, thank you for sharing that, brother. Keep moving forward in your life. Thank you, John. Appreciate you, brother. Keep healing, man. Jacob, I'll look it up, Squirrel, and sound good, Tony. Gilbert at Jacob, I play chess at Chess Cube on Facebook sometimes. Mark Travels and Big Dirty Logistics. Let's see what they got to say. They traveling in the West Coast. Peace and love from Arizona. Big Dirty and I just chilling. I'm not mad at that. In the desert, I'm not mad at that. Got on here late yesterday just to say hi. Well, I appreciate that. Mark and Big Dirty, please, I hope you're still in here. I hope you're enjoying your travels. And thank you for taking the time and effort to leave a comment. And like I said, Big Dirty had back problems, man. I'm glad that he got better. I'm glad that you guys are making the most of your life, man. Traveling, that's awesome, man. Norma, thank you again. Congrats to me on the 7K and just showing me love. Norma, thank you so much. Thank you, Norma. Thank you, Squirrels. Thank you, Dylan. Thank you, Hank Van Life. Appreciate it. Tony, Norma, the Mood Swings. That's a great name. Have a Facebook page, but I'm no longer affiliated. Oh, we don't like them no more? They are stuck in the past. Oh, yeah, they're gone. They have a good name, though. And I'm hurting towards the future. Yep, well, hurling towards the future. Keep going forward. Jacob, I don't have a Facebook, Gilbert. Jill, I'm listening to High Kicks on YouTube. Song Not Enough People. Okay. Tony, Sam, congrats on 7K. Thank you. You deserve all the good things in life. Well, it's only by the grace of God, and I'm very thankful. And caviar wishes to you, brother. Well, I don't like caviar, but I used to love fried chicken, but I can't eat anymore. I'll die from it. So all I can say is protein bars and free porn for everyone. Yes. Norma, right on, Tony. We will all be looking forward to the more news music. I used to play bass in a band back in the day. Music heals. I totally agree with that. Music heals the soul. Totally agree with that. 100% emoji. Daddy Geek Sammy, you need to think about a web page and a Patreon page. Nah, I don't think I want to do that. But I appreciate the support. I will run it for you so we can get up to 10K. That's okay. I appreciate that, though. Just something to think about. Well, I appreciate the support, but I don't want to do that. Just a YouTube is fine. I want to keep it simple. I want to have one channel, one page, and I don't want to have people working for me. I want everyone to have freedom. And if it works this way, it's great. And if not, I just keep working. So, but we'll see as it goes. But I appreciate the support, and I appreciate you being willing to help. But I want you guys to live your life, and I'm very thankful for what I have. I'm not, like I said, for me, I'm thankful for today, and I'm thankful for everything I have now. I'm just grateful for today, and I appreciate the love. Tony, really, Norma? What do you play, and can you start again? It's like the bike, you never forget. That's true. Your gift, you never forget. It's always there. Jill says, music is the expression of the world's will, dance. And she gave dance a moment. Yeah, well, there's something spiritual in music. I totally agree. Tony, Daddy Geek, great idea. I'm okay at computers, and I have no idea how to do it. But if I can assist, anyway, let me know. You guys just keep living your life, and I appreciate the love. Norma, Tony, OT was thrash metal, laughing. I play around on the acoustic guitar. Now, sometimes, not very well. That's all right. Just play your song. I was missing the bass not long ago. Norma, my spelling, that's all right. My spelling is awful. I just have gorilla fingers. Somebody typed me the other day. They said they have fat fingers. I never heard gorilla fingers. Jacob, all right, everyone. I got to head out. Yeah, I got to pee soon. I just want to get to all the comments, though. I'm half asleep. I'll see everyone tomorrow. Good night. Love and respect. Jacob, love and respect to you, brother. Peace to you, brother. Have an awesome night's sleep. Tony, wow, nothing wrong with that. I listen to all music except country. Can groove with that, and that's fantastic, Norma. Yeah, that's positive. Norma, I like all kinds of music. Norma, good night, Jacob. Tony, good night, Jacob. Norma, oh lordy, the Everclear. Oh yeah, you know what Everclear is? Huh. Total disaster. I'll never drink. I think I'll never drink again. I was never like addicted to alcohol. I was addicted to cigarettes. I thank God for the grace of God to be able to quit them. Um, I don't have any desire to smoke cigarettes. I thank God, or drink alcohol. I was addicted to fried chicken. I remember saying one point in my life, I said, I don't want to live if I can't eat fried chicken. So I don't know, the grace of God to quit that too. I'm just thankful. The Lord has delivered me from, I put in the work, but there's also the grace of God. I'm thankful. I'm just thankful. Daddy Geek. Tony, you could provide some background music. Also, we could do some t-shirts and stickers to help Sam get his channel on fire. Now, that's all right. I like it to just organically grow, simple like this. And like I say, look, my backup plan is I just keep working until I'm 67. But either way, I'm just thankful. I'm thankful for what I have. So, I want everyone to just keep doing them. And we'll just take life one day at a time. I'm thankful for today. But I appreciate you guys showing me love and support. Tony, Daddy Geek, I would love to do that. I have a few jingles I can spare. Well, that would be fun to play some music. Norma, woo, look at people's coming together. No, I see. I want to show appreciation. That means a lot to me. Expand your show. I appreciate that, but it's like I don't want that burden shouldn't be on you guys. I appreciate you guys watching. Sam, Daddy Geek, and Tony, you guys rock. It's very much appreciative. I am zero with technology, so I am no help, but warm fuzzies about your offers. No, it's very nice. Thank you both. I appreciate that. Thank you. Tony, I want that is a disaster hoodie. Well, I may eventually do those shirts that say like, stay single, it's a disaster. Only because I would like one. You know what I'm saying? I want one of them. Norma, yes, the hoodie. Yeah, I may even get one for myself. I gotta get one of those. Tony, lime green, please. Well, we're gonna say, but I gotta get 5X one too, because I like it big. Gilbert, good night, Jacob. Norma, we should start a Sam Gear shop. Maybe one day we'll do that. We'll see. Dylan, I'm still here. No problem, bro. Take care, Sam. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, Dylan. Thank you, man. Tony, we really should. Norma, wait. Does that hoodie really exist? In my mind, it does. Not yet, though. I haven't manifested it. Norma, that would be amazing. Squirrels, Daddy Geek. Let's raise our glasses for Sam and make it happen. Let's just raise our glasses in appreciation for tonight. I'm very thankful for all the love. Hydration break. B. Barry, I haven't seen you in a while. A lot of love from Canada. Love and respect. You are inspiring us in the world of ego and greed. Focus on the important stuff. Time, health, amen. Freedom, simple life. And people important to us. Barry, brother, way to come in hot, man. From Canada, man. Great comment, Barry. Good to see you, man. You just broke that down, man. Barry, man. Good comment. Thank you. Thank you, brother. Norma, I love what you said about music, Jill. 100% emoji. Yep. Dylan, have a blessed night and good night, Sammy. Dylan, thank you, brother. Peaceful dreams to you, brother. Have an awesome weekend and pray to see you tomorrow. Thank you, Dylan. Thank you, brother, for all the love and support. Norma, peace and love to all of you. Good night and dream good dreams. Thank you, Sam. Thank you so much. Yes, I quit drinking too. Praise the Lord. 17 years ago. I'm grateful. It's by the grace of God. Thank you, Norma. Thank you. Apathy. Good night, Sam. Good night, everyone. Go pee. It's bubbling up, but I don't want to read. Apathy 7,000. Good night, Sam. Gotta geek. Sorry, Sam. I was thinking that. No, I want to show I'm thankful that you would even think of that, because of those are the things I love to do. I appreciate that. Didn't mean to put. No, you didn't put any do on stress in me. Much love and respect. No, you didn't. And I appreciate you sharing that because it shows support, and that means something. And it is about bringing people together. But I don't want to put a burden on anyone, and I'm thankful for what I have now. But I'm glad you shared because it makes me feel good, and I'm appreciative. Squirrels, good night. Squirrels, good night to Norma and Squirrels. Thank you, brother. I appreciate your love and support. Daddy Geek, I got a few new pens tonight, so I'm itching to draw some new things. Well, Daddy Geek, draw your heart out because I'm about to go pee my penis out. I love you guys. I appreciate all the love and support. Go in peace. Have a peaceful night, and thank you.